Hiya, welcome back to In the Kitchen with Tabby. Guys, I've got a recipe for you today. You're never gonna buy this store-bought cookie ever again. This is a recipe that is so easy to put together. I cannot believe it took me this long to make them. They are Pecan Sandies, my husband's favorite cookie, and I think he's gonna absolutely love them. So let's have some fun and let's get cooking. All right, here's what you need to make the Pecan Sandies. I'm so excited. So we've got some pecans, obviously, some pecans. In this little bowl, I have salt, baking soda, and cream of tartar. This bowl, I have regular granulated sugar and also powdered sugar, and I sifted both of those. We've got 1 egg, we've got vanilla, and we have oil. And in my bowl, I already have my 1 stick of unsalted, softened butter. So we are going to get this put together. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn my mixer on. And we're gonna add to that the granulated sugar and the powdered sugar. Now I'm gonna add my oil. I'm just gonna let that beat up until it's nice and smooth. I'm gonna stop this for just 1 second and scrape the little mixer. You can see my mixer's got some stuff stuck on it, so I'm going to get that off of there so it's getting all nice and blended in there. I do have my oven preheated to 325 also. Okay, I'm going to scrape down the sides. And I'm going to turn that back on for just another minute and let that finish up. It's just about there. All right, while that finished getting creamy, I put my 2 cups of flour in my bowl here. But this is nice and creamy, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. And it says we're going to put in our egg. Just 1 large egg. And you wanna mix that in really well. I'm gonna let that go for about a minute now. I'm not sure why I waited so long to make these because it really doesn't look like it's too difficult. And you know, that's the way it is with most things in life, isn't it? You just put it off and put it off. The fear of the unknown keeps you back, holds you back, and makes you think that you can't do it. But as my mom always said, if you can read, you can cook. We're making pecan sandies. Pretty excited. All right, that egg looks like it's beat in there really well. I'm gonna go ahead and add my vanilla. And we're just gonna stir that in. Such a pretty color. Let me bring it over here so you can see. Isn't that beautiful? It's a really pretty butter yellow, creamy yellow. All right, so we're gonna turn that off for a minute. I'm just gonna lift that up. And I have my 2 cups of flour here. And I'm gonna add to that my salt, my soda, and my cream of tartar. And I'm just gonna give that a little stir, just as Mimi says on Facebook. If you don't follow her, you should. I didn't get this recipe from her, but she always says you want your ingredients to get acquainted. I love how she says that. All right, so give that a little stir, and then we're going to put the flour mixture into our cream mixture. I put about half in there to hopefully avoid the flour shower. Just on low. I'm just gonna let that mix on low. And then I'll put the other half in. Okay. I'm gonna scrape my sides down a little bit. Get all that extra flour in there. I appreciate all of the feedback I've gotten the last couple of days on whether or not you could see my post. I appreciated everyone who commented yes on that post, and I appreciated your opinions on the music. So let me know in this video. I've turned the music down just a little bit, so let me know if you can hear a little bit better in this video. My number one goal is always that you guys enjoy these videos. I want you to watch them from the very beginning all the way to the end. And if you're gonna do that, you have to enjoy it, right? All right, now I'm gonna turn this up just a little bit. Now that all that flour is in, I don't have to worry about the shower. But I am gonna stop it here in a second and scrape those sides down again. Okay, we'll do one more scrape of the sides. Now, since this is my first time making this, I have no idea what this is supposed to look like. So friends, we're doing it together. Let me know if you've made pecan sandies. What's your favorite recipe for pecan sandies? Got a little bit on my finger. Don't eat raw dough. But when you're in the kitchen with Tabby, you know. Again, it tastes good. It's not a super sweet dough, which pecan sandies are not super sweet, so that makes sense. All right, let's put this on here one more time. Whip that up. And then the last thing we have to do is add our pecans. And I do have some granulated sugar in a bowl here. So when I get these balls, when I get the cookies rolled out into the balls, we're gonna roll them in that sugar before we put them on the parchment lined baking sheet. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw these pecans in. And I'm just gonna put this on low just to kind of mix those, kind of stir them in. I don't really wanna beat it, I just wanna stir the pecans in. Let's give it a little scrape down. This is a pretty wet dough. But I'm gonna trust the process and trust the recipe. I think that's gonna do it, guys. It is a soft dough for sure. Should be fun rolling it up. Probably gonna take my rings off. Let me know in the comments if your pecan sandy dough is this soft. I would love to know. It smells really good, for sure. All right, let's back you up a little bit. There's my parchment lined sheet. Well, I don't know about rolling it into a ball. That's not really rolling into a ball, but we're gonna roll with it. See what I did there? See what I did? These are gonna be some, I'm making them a little bit bigger than what it said. It said to do 1-inch balls, but I'm actually going a little bit bigger than that. And I'm just kind of dropping that little dollop in there and then just letting it roll around in that sugar. And then we're gonna put it on that paper. Not really sure if I did something wrong or if this is the way this is supposed to be. I will tell you, I did half the recipe. I don't imagine that that would have made that much of a difference in the texture of the dough, but I don't know. We'll see how they taste though when we take them out. But I did it like the recipe recommended. So I'm just putting 6 on this sheet and we're gonna bake those. Now I know the majority of you like your cookies chewy, soft and chewy. So this says to bake at 325 for 10 to 12 minutes. So for you chewy cookie lovers, take them out at 10. For a little more crunchy, probably closer to 12. So let's get these in the oven. I'm setting my timer for 12 because I like my cookies a little more crunchy. We'll see how they taste. And then the next batch, I might just do 10 minutes because Dale likes his chewy. All right, that's it for right now. When they come out, I will be back and we will check them out and see how they taste, okay? I'll be right back, hang on. All right, timer just went off. Let's get these out of the ovens. The first batch, we'll see how they turned out. I did put my dough in the refrigerator, so it's been cooling while I put these in the oven. Oh, they look pretty good, guys. Those are some nice big cookies, aren't they? Ah, yeah. All right, I'm gonna let those cool for a little bit and then I'll come back and we'll give them a taste. I'll be right back. All right, they've cooled. I've waited about as long as I can. They're still a little warm, but I think we can taste them. Here we go, guys. That's beautiful. Look how nice, that's really baked perfectly. And they actually, this first batch, usually always takes a little bit longer because my pan's not hot. So this batch actually took about 14 to 15 minutes to get to this point. The next batch probably won't take as long because my pan's gonna be nice and hot already. So, all right, let's give it a try. Happy dance. All right, now, let me just tell you, this is gonna make the soft and chewy people happy, and it's gonna make the crunchy people like me happy, because the outside edge and that little bit of sugar that we rolled them in, that gives you a little crunch, and of course the pecans also give you a little crunch. But the inside of that cookie is absolutely perfect and soft and just delicious. Not too sweet. It's a perfect cookie. It really is a perfect cookie. I'm really, really happy with this recipe, and I will definitely be making it again. It's finger licking good. All right, guys, what do I need you to do? You already know. I need you to spread this video around like some good butter so other people can see how fun it is, how easy it is to whip up some pecan sandies. I'm never gonna have to buy those pecan sandies at the store ever again, because these are even better than those, and they're bigger too. Dale's gonna absolutely love them. All right, guys, I hope you've had an amazing day. Thank you so much for letting me into your home and for coming into my kitchen with me. I truly love having you here. I hope you guys remember that Christ is the unseen guest at every dinner table, the silent listener at every conversation. So please make sure that words coming out of your mouth are pure and sweet like honey, lifting each other up, just spreading love wherever you go and shining your light bright, because that's what we're called to do. I love you guys so much, and God loves you even more. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.